Vegas, Nevada. It's the AFC Wild Card Round on EA Sports.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
First carry from Marlon Mack. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Indianapolis.
Now Trubisky on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They took under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. This is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allowed a conversion. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll toss this right side to Mack. Marlon Mack, 40 yards. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Gilmore. Wide open receiver complete. They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. 74 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see. Just one play resulting in the touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again.
And you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. Now it's Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Trubisky sacked. A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Caught out left side by Robinson. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Raiders will take over now, first and 10. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinal.
And take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A big play there with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trailed early in this wild card game. On first down, they'll start out with Mack. He finds an opening past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple.
Brings up second and 2.
Trubisky will throw. Short pass caught by Henry.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. Complete to number 88. Touchdown.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Zerline connects on the extra point. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one.
14-14.
first down. Gilmore, they'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Colts.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for us. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
Well, they have him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Gilmore. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there. On his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And this carries into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
5-yard line.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. 2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. Going for a right side here. Complete. 20, 10, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points.
He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone.
Roberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
At the 1-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20.
Come on, bring it, baby.
Take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Henry runs 99 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
That is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, they give up a touchdown 1 play later. How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Indy set to go on offense once more. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay, 75 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. And 1 play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, 1 play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1 play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1 play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6.
The kick is...
Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a 1-play drive with a 1-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Back out onto the field comes Allen Robinson. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the 2nd quarter. He's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. Now it's Mack, draw play. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now, I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And down at 14. I hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, I used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
Reception here by Ruggs.
Into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
Looking to throw. Gilmore. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
Henry Ruggs.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that?
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Trubisky.
Open man is Duvernay.
The 30. 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Complete to
Devin Duvernay.
82 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they designed every play to score. I don't know how true that is. They had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Henry Ruggs and the Raiders set to go back to work.
He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Jacobs, the ball.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
He knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Gilmore. And he hits him in stride. He's at the 30. 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Las Vegas.
A big play there. 78 yards. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. It seemed like they had maybe given up momentum.
Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw again on second down. Trubisky quickly into the hands of Robinson.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down. Trubisky going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. 23 yards the pickup there. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
35.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they have made this look easy. And there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoffs, but this lead, yes, they're at home, but this has been impressive.
And we hear all the time when upsets happen, teams go on the road, that maybe home field advantage isn't all it's cracked up to be. But you and I both know the reality is teams really fight hard to get it.
And taken into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Touchdown, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Well, look, this is a team, Charles, they faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard.
Here's the Colts now as they get ready for their first possession on offense of the second half. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And the Raiders have got him.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
Throwing on second and long. Trubisky. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
A gain of 4. And it's third down.
Now Trubisky on third and long. He may try and run for this. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
The Raiders offense ready to go.
They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them, every move they make works, it clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for.
But it's going to be second down.
10 at the 30-yard line.
To throw again. Abrams under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And sack.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well. I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Colts will go on offense here, first and 10.
48-yard line.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense.
And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Brings up second and a yard.
Staying on the ground with Mack.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Jonathan Abram. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Now Trubisky. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think of every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
46-yard line.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
That's good.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way.
And they'll take this into the end zone. And we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
The Colts, first down.
They'll run on first down. Mack. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. 13 yards remaining on second down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Brian Edwards, 28 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Brendan, is there any way you and I can join this quarterback in the zone he's in? He's absolutely feeling it. Touchdown after touchdown, throwing the ball.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far. And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Trubisky. Trubisky lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Jacobs now. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he'll bang that one through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half. It gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new response.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 6. Now it's Trubisky. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. 6 yards. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out, you see, and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And now here come the Raiders. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend. Knocks him over. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
2nd down and 20.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Abrams. And that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And that will come the offense as they take over. Indy set to go on offense once more. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. And he will be taken down deep in Las Vegas territory.
Complete to
Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, and even 50 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run here with Mack. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
At the Raiders' 11-yard line.
Again, it'll be Mack. A good display of footwork. It gets him just inside the 5 to the 4. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 3rd and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Now Trubisky to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Touchdown.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
And he knocks it through. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Open man is Edwards. He's got it. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 4.
His head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. He dumps this off to Mack. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Colts.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And it'll be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Powers past him at midfield. And they finally get him down at the other 46. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to throw. Abrams. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. To throw on 2nd down, Abrams. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they certainly have the look of a team with something to prove, don't they? All week, as we prepared for this game, we kept reading about how they said they're going to play a full 60 minutes this week. It has nothing to do with their opponent. No disrespect intended, but they wanted to be people of their word, playing this thing all the way out, trying to finish it strong.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raiders defense getting ready. They may have not played their best. Bottom line, I guess, so they're going to get the win.
And that's all that counts when you really get down to it, winning the ball game. Do they want to do it with style? Do they want to do it with aplomb? Of course. But bottom line, get the win. And
his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Raider defense delivers a score. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And he's got it up and through. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as now Trubisky lost the football, and the Raiders have recovered. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So a great play there by the defense. If these guys are going to advance, and it looks like they will, this defense a big reason why.
And they love carrying the mantle for this team, don't they? You see the way that they move around out there? They want to lead this team deeper into the playoffs and hopefully onto the Super Bowl.
And that return for a touchdown certainly helps that cause. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past